Let's shift our focus to the United Kingdom now. Former Prime Minister David Cameron has returned to politics as new Foreign Secretary. The move is part of a major cabinet reshuffle carried out by Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. And it came after he sacked Home Secretary Suella Braverman for her criticism of police's handling of pro-Palestine marches. Now, Cameron's controversies from when he served as Prime Minister have followed him now to the Foreign Office. His ties in dealing with China are under scanner now. Cameron is facing calls to fully disclose his financial interests linked to Beijing. Just on Monday, parliamentary questions were lodged over his decision to promote a Chinese-funded Colombo port city project. The project is part of China's Belt and Road Initiative. Cameron is being asked how much was he paid to promote the Beijing project. Some Tories have also demanded that Cameron sheds all commitments to any Chinese companies. Now, soon after his appointment as UK's new Foreign Secretary, Cameron swung into action. He has spoken to his US counterpart Antony Blinken to discuss key issues like the ongoing Israel-Gaza war. His return, however, has caught everyone off guard. There are questions being raised. What's behind his return? And what's there in it for the Conservative Party? This new cabinet reshuffle by Sunak comes at a time when the Conservative Party is facing setbacks in opinion polls and losing crucial by-elections. Now, this move is seen as a way for Sunak to unite the Tory party. He has sacked the hardline Home Secretary Suella Braverman and replaced her with the former Foreign Secretary James Cleverly. Cameron is known for his centrist liberal conservatism, and it seems that Sunak is trying to make his party more moderate ahead of the upcoming general election. So with all eyes on former UK Prime Minister David Cameron's unprecedented comeback, we take a look at his political career and what caused to end 7 years ago. Our next report telling you more.
A comeback in politics is not uncommon, especially not if the political atmosphere of a country has been going through a tumultuous time. But when UK's former Prime Minister David Cameron returns as the new Foreign Secretary, that is not usual by any means.
Well, I know it's not usual for a Prime Minister to come back in this way, but I believe in public service. The Prime Minister asked me to do this job, and it's a time where we have some daunting challenges as a country.
On Tuesday morning, Cameron made his way back to 10 Downing Street. He attended his first cabinet meeting as UK's new Foreign Secretary. The last time David Cameron was here in an official capacity was in 2016. The then UK Prime Minister delivered his resignation speech from 10 Downing Street.
I think the country requires fresh leadership to take it in this direction. I will do everything I can as Prime Minister to steady the ship over the coming weeks and months. But I do not think it would be right for me to try to be the captain that steers our country to its next destination.
At a time when Britain decided to separate from the European Union, a move Cameron did not support but called a referendum on and eventually ended up losing his chair too. And now the former Prime Minister who dug his own political grave 7 years ago is now back as a Lord. Before the big Brexit debacle, the Conservatives won 2 general elections in 2010 and 2015 under Cameron. He became the youngest Prime Minister UK had seen in close to 2 centuries. Many remember his leadership for the golden age of UK's relations with China. The viral image of Cameron sharing a pint of beer with Chinese President Xi Jinping still remains etched in everyone's mind. But David Cameron also comes with what can be called a political baggage. UK still feels the tremors of several policies fronted by Cameron, including those in fields of medicine and education. His economic policy for depleting UK's public services is blamed for the now crisis-ridden National Health Services. Now, the former Prime Minister's return as the new Foreign Secretary has sent a wave of shock across the United Kingdom, especially because Cameron was not even a member of Parliament after he stepped down in 2016. But his return does send a clear message. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is in desperate need of experienced leaders, and the 2025 elections is something that Cameron might be able to help the Conservatives with. Bureau Report, WION World is One.